Right, buddy, this is the preview. Manchester United versus Fulham. We'll be talking about Ruben Amorim's second Premier League game of the brand new season, what to expect from the game, predict the team, and much, much more. Now, obviously, it's a huge game. Can we see a Sesko first start? We'll be talking all of that good stuff. So let's get straight into it. First of all, Craven Cottage, second game, first home league game for them. It's going to be a very tough place to go, especially with, again, like Manchester United at times buckling under pressure. It's going to be a very nervy atmosphere. And we've already seen from United, goalkeeping errors having a big part of our season, and we're only one game in so far. Again, with this game, it's going to be tough. Fulham are a very good side. If you remember, the last time we actually played them was in the FA Cup, and they beat us on penalties. And obviously, last season we got that narrow 1-0 win with that Martinez goal. Now, as I said, Fulham, they don't really tend to win many games against United. I mean, the last one they won was in 2024. But since then, we've played them 3 times and won 2 in the league anyway. So, Premier League-wise, I think we're pretty good against them. In terms of Fulham, again, last week against Brighton, they left it on late, and I think it was Muniz who scored for them. We know how Marco Silva gets them playing. We know Craven Cottage is a tough place to go. And yeah, they have some very, very good players. Now, in terms of Manchester United, we're coming off a positive result and positive performance against Arsenal. Not the best result that we needed, but again, nonetheless, a good performance. And again, that's something that we can improve on. We've had another week of training. And then there are a few things that Amorim needs to kind of do to the team. But yeah, let's talk about the team now. In goal, again, this is the big one now. It's reported from Alex Crook in TalkSport, who again has been pretty reliable this summer surrounding Manchester United at times. He has said Andre Onana is expected to return in goal. So again, I mean, one thing you want from this game is no goalkeeping errors. I think all United fans can agree on that. I mean, we don't want to see our whole have a very good performance and it's just been brought down to goalkeeping errors. And Fulham will target that. You know, United's goalkeeping isn't the greatest at the moment. But again, listen, I'm not really bothered who's in goal. As long as they just don't make it about them, really. Again, it probably will be Onana. In terms of who I would go for the rest of the season, I would still go with Onana. But yeah, let's see what happens there. Back 5, Dorgu has to be the left wing back. Now at right wing back, I would change. I would go from Dallo to Ahmad. I think when Ahmad came on, he gave us a bit more attacking threat. And I think the wing backs in Amorim's system, yes, that was a big game against Arsenal, against a traditional top 6. But again, Fulham are a decent side. But I would go on the front foot. I would start Ahmad and go for it. I think Ahmad, when he came on, was very, very good. I think he still needs to improve on that relationship with Mbeumo. But again, that's going to come with time. There was a few moments of misunderstandings. But again, that will come the more they play with each other, the more they understand each other's game. But I think when Ahmad came on, he stretched to play. He looked very, very good as well. Had a few opportunities to score, so I'd go Ahmad there. Now, back 3. Again, there's a few things you could see. You could see Maguire come into the middle, Yoro go to the left and De Ligt to the right. Or you could see the same back 3 that started against Arsenal, in Shaw, De Ligt and Yoro. Or you could see Aiden Heaven, De Ligt and Yoro. But what I would do, I thought De Ligt was fantastic. De Ligt was fantastic in the middle, so I'd keep De Ligt there again. But again, he could go with Maguire. I'd keep Yoro on the right, and I'd keep Luke Shaw on the left. I think that back 3 has done enough to continue and play this game. Now, that obviously depends if Luke Shaw is able to start this game. He played 70 minutes, I believe, against Arsenal. So yeah, if he's fit, he'll start. If not, I would go with the other one that I said. I do want to see Heaven this season. But I think if he doesn't go with that, he would go with Yoro on the left, De Ligt on the right, and Maguire in the middle. Now, in terms of 2 in midfield, this is an interesting one now. Listen, I don't want to see Ugarte, especially for this game. So it's either Casemiro and Bruno, or Mainu and Bruno. Now, what has been reported is that Mainu is more of a Bruno competitor for Bruno, so I don't think we would see Mainu and Bruno in the game. I think it would be Casemiro and Bruno. Again, I worry about that midfield, especially with Fulham being at home. They have legs, they have energy in that midfield. So again, it's going to be a problem. They're also very physical. They can carry the ball a lot, and they're very good from set pieces. So yeah, it is going to be a tricky game, but that's what I think he'd go. And then the front 3 kind of picks himself. I think Sesko has to start. He's had another week in training. again, he got 25 minutes against Arsenal. I would go with Sesko. And then Cunha and Burma as the 10s. I think they look very, very good against Arsenal, and hopefully we can get them some minutes as well. Sorry, Luke Shaw played 80 minutes against Arsenal, but hopefully we can get some minutes and Cunha and Burma, and hopefully get them a goal, as well as Benjamin Sesko. Now, a few players I'm looking forward to watching in this game is Dorgu. I think he's looked very, very sharp. A few things need to be tweaked, but all in all, he's looked very, very good. As I said, Cunha and Burma look sharp. Yoro's continuing to progress, and obviously Benjamin Sesko's debut, and then that leaves us with players to come off the bench if you need. You got Mainu, Xerxes, you got Mason Mount, who again is very unfortunate to miss out. He had a very good game against Arsenal, but I think you have to go with Sesko. You got Mount. If you want to bring on Ugarte, you can. Like, there are options there, and the bench is looking more stronger. So yeah, that would be my team. I think that's the team Amrin would go for. Now, in terms of Fulham, some of their key players and some of their players to look out for. I think obviously Iwobi looks very, very good for them. Very, very powerful runner, can score a goal. They've obviously got Lukic, Sanderberg, someone United was linked to in midfield, who again is very, very sharp. And they've got physical, tall centre backs. One player that I do like a lot is Calvin Bassey. He's a very, very physical player. He played left back for them in their last game, so more on Ahmad and Burmo's side. So he's a very, very tricky player to come up against. But all in all, I'm excited for the game. I think it will be an interesting game. Fulham is a very, very tough place to go. But again, United have a good record there, so see if we can do that. I think Amarim will be looking to build on the performance that we've seen against Arsenal, because it was a very, very good, impressive display. We dominate possession. We look like the better team. The only thing that was missing was a goal, and we did have opportunities to do that. If we continue to play the way that we played against Arsenal, I think we will be fine for the season. Now, in terms of predictions, I think they will score. I'm going to go 2-1 Manchester United. I'm hoping we can get our first win of the season and kind of improve this momentum that we have already. As I said, excited to see some of the players. It's a big game for Fulham. It's their first home game. The fans are going to be up for it. But again, it's another important game for Manchester United to win. I mean, the pressure is not already on Amarim, but I think if we continue to lose games, the pressure is only going to mount up. So yeah, this is a very exciting game. Let me know your thoughts. Would you start Onana and goal or Bayinda? Who would your back three be? Who would your midfield be? I think the attack really picks itself. Again, the wing backs pretty much pick themselves. So it's really about the midfield. Who do you want to see in midfield? And again, you could see rotations in defence. But yeah, let's see. Score prediction 2-1. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. It's another big game. We obviously have Grimsby after that. So yeah, let's see what happens.